On this episode of Pitch Chris, I'm going to talk to you about if you just wrote a novel, what do you do next to make it a TV show? What is the best way to get product placement in your film or television show? And do you really need a literary agent, or can you do it on your own? Welcome to episode 8 of Pitch Chris, where you guys ask me questions about the entertainment business and I'm going to answer them for you. To ask me a question, simply find me on social media, #PitchChris, and I'll be sure to answer all the questions that you guys send me. If you're watching this in a post your questions below and I'll make sure that you guys get on the show. Let's take that first one.
I wrote a novel, but I think it would make a great TV show. Now what?
Well, my first question back to you is, do you possess the skills to create a screenplay, adapt a screenplay from your novel? Because a lot of times writers, it's two different skill sets. Writers may not possess that. So in that case, take it to somebody. If you do, and you're able to actually create a screenplay from your original novel, the next step is to refine it, and you want to ask friends and family and the people that are closest to you first to get really good feedback, and then you want industry professionals to start refining it down. After you've done that and you have a rock-solid script, you're going to want to build your 60-second pitch where you're going to be able to tell the story in 60 seconds or less. If you're on an elevator with a producer, or you finally get in the room and you're going to pitch this to an investor or producer or studio, whatever it may be, and that would be the next steps you take it before you'll actually turn it into your TV show.
How can a producer get product placement in their movie?
It's great that you're thinking about product placement, because that is a big thing that most producers don't realize you can actually get some extra money for. But to get it is a whole nother animal. Number one, you have to have relationships with advertisers, or else you're going to be knocking on doors and doing a whole heck of a lot of cold calling. And if advertisers don't know you, it's going to be a little bit harder to get in the door. Number two, there's a lot of agreements that have to go back and forth to actually successfully get the product, the brand in your movie. And then the third biggest thing is, think about it this way: is the advertiser's looking for the most exposure for their business, right? Well, you have a narrative, you want to tell a story, you're going to have to give up some of that to work them into your script. And if you're not careful, an advertiser could turn your entire script into a commercial, and you don't want to do that. So you got to be mindful of those things. So it is a balancing act between that. Or you can go out. There's companies like ours, like Agency 850. We do product placement, product integration, brand integration in movies and TV shows. And we're the go-between. So we work with the advertiser on the exposure, but we work in line with your production to not take away from that entertaining value that obviously, we understand as filmmakers. We want to make sure it's there, but we also want to make sure that we get the most exposure for our advertiser. So there are companies out there like ours that will actually help navigate those waters for you. Great question.
In this day and age, do you think literary agents are important for screenwriters, and what's the best way to land one?
Nobody is going to work harder than you for your career than you, no matter what agent you have. So my first thing for you, if you're just starting out, you got to hustle. You got to go to networking events. You've got to go to industry panels. You got to meet producers, provide value to a producer, maybe offer to do some script coverage for free for a producer, help them out a little bit. Build up your network, build up your connections in the industry. And then after you get to a certain point, then you're going to want to go to a literary agent. And because literary agents, they'll be able to open the doors for you in some capacity that you're not going to be able to do on your own. So the first step is to hustle, then you get your agent, and then you can keep progressing in your career. So I hope that helped. But that's all for today's episode. I want to hear from you guys. So the way you can send me questions is, if you're watching this in a post, go ahead and post your question down below. If you want to get on the show, take a video of yourself, ask your question, 60 seconds or less, post it in the comments below, and I'll make sure that I get you on the show, and I'll get you an IMDb credit just for helping out. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. You keep asking me those questions, and I'm going to keep answering them.